Alright, so today we are going to be playing Flesh Eater Courts versus the Seraphon. My good friend Marv has been kind enough to join me. We're going to do a more of a capture the flag scenario rather than going after different objectives. This is going to be kind of an objective-based game. He's going to have one unit in the temple at all times. And my goal is to get to the temple and remain by the stone for one full turn. Basically, so if I get there and I'm there at the end of my turn, I win. So that might be okay for me since everything flies, but he has a whole bunch of teleporting stuff and things with blowpipes, and he's got a Balewind and some other fun things, so it should be a pretty good game. I just want to give a shout out to the guys at
Lords of War! Whoa!
Right on. And then in November, there's a local tournament called the Renegade. We'll put a link down below for that. Definitely come check it out. There's 40K, there is Age of Sigmar, and some other games in there as well. I think like Batman and stuff like that.
Basically any miniatures game you can look at, they have going.
Yeah, it's really pretty awesome. If you happen to like any of the terrain or things that you see on the table, we do custom terrain, so contact me at Arctic Horde Wargaming, and that's about it. We'll get into it. My name's Chad. Today I'm going to be playing Flesh Eater Courts. In the army I have, these guys here are actually reinforcements. It's stuff I can potentially bring on the table. I was considering taking Majestic Horror, which would allow me to bring on 2 extra units of Flayers. I have the Ghoul King on Terrorgeist. I have 2 units of Flayers. And then I have 2 Courtiers. One of them, which is going to be this guy here, we'll call him Spike. He's going to be my general. And since I'm taking him as a general, it allows me to have the Flayers as battle line. And then he also can pick an ability. So I'm going to take Dark Wizardry, so that'll give him a +1 to casting and unbinding. And it also allows him to take the spell from the Aberrant Ghoul King War Scroll. So he'll be casting that throughout the game. What I took for or what I'll have for spells is Unholy Vitality, and that has a casting value of 6, and it gives me a 5 or a 6, or save on a 5 or a 6 against mortals. And I'll also have Black Hunger, which is the ability that he has because he's taken the spell from the Aberrant Ghoul King, and what that does is it adds 1 to an attack on any of the units that I choose. Like I mentioned, the command trait, he's taking Dark Wizardry, so that gives him the +1 to cast and unbind. For an artifact, I'm going to take the Blood River Chalice, and I'm going to put it on the Ghoul King on the Terrorgeist. And as far as the Delusion, I'm going to take the Grand Tournament. And so it allows me to reroll hit rolls of 1 for all of my heroes except my general. So it'll basically be this guy here and the Terrorgeist. So that is my army.
Hi, my name is Marv Sims. I'm going to be playing Seraphon today. Lizardmen, 1,000 points. Starting out, we're going to have the Slan, which is a Lizardmen general. He's going to have the Reticles, which allows him, if he dies on a 3-up, he comes back to life a certain ways away. He also is using the Great Rememberer, which allows me to teleport twice a turn. I'm playing with an Astrolith Bearer. The Astrolith Bearer gives me D3 summoning points every turn. Besides the fact, if he plants his standard, I get to reroll all hits within 10 inches of him, or for any units within 10 inches. I have a Skink Priest. The Skink Priest, he has a bubble effect that if he uses it on a 4+, everybody that is within that 8-inch bubble, any units, they get to reroll runs, reroll charges, and all saves for their armor. I have a pack of Saurus Knights. I have a pack of Pterodons. There's the Bloat Toad that goes with them, which makes them really mean. Then I have a 30 pack of Skinks. I'm also playing with a Balewind Vortex and a Palisade.
So since I had fewer drops, I get to go first. and I'm going to do my hero phase. So I will roll for Unholy Vitality, and I'm going to try to put it on the Terrorgeist. And it goes off on an 8. Oops, sorry. You can reroll it if you want, because I bumped it.
No, that's right. Still rolled.
Alright, then I'm going to do Black Hunger from this dude. Do I want to... What's the fastest thing you can get across the board?
They move 14.
Riperdactyls? Alright, I'm going to put a Black Hunger on him as well. So that definitely goes off on an 11. I'll get my hands out of there this time.
Yeah, no.
Alright, cool. So then for what I have for abilities, like I mentioned, that was the Dark Wizardry thing, Unholy Vitality, Black Hunger, and the Blood River Chalice. So he's all stoked. All that stuff goes on him. And then, let's see here, Grand Tournament, that is all for that. So that was my move, and I decided after making all of my moves that I'm actually just going to run 2 because I just need to get there. So I'm going to roll for all of that and move them up, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so I moved everything up. This is where they're going to wind up. Now it is still my movement phase, so I can bring on an extra unit if I'd like. And I think I am going to do that. I'll determine kind of where here in a second. But before I do that, actually, if Marvin can explain what this guy does, that would be awesome.
So this is my Bloat Toad, and what that does is if his models are within one of his units is within 2 inches, or any of his units that are within 2 inches, instead of making 1 beak attack, they make 3 beak attacks. At which point, if the beak attack hits, it actually rolls into D3 hit, or D3 wounds each. Wound rolls.
So if you take a look at where that winds up, obviously these 2 units are within range of that, so we'll see how that plays out, but that's the importance of this little guy right here.
And it does move every turn as well.
Yep, so I'm going to bring these guys on. They have to come in 6 inches from the table, from any table edge, and 9 inches away from any enemy models. So since he's pretty stacked back in the corner, does me no good over there, but I'm going to put him right here. Boom, boom, and boom. So there's all of those guys. I don't have, am I 9 out?
Yeah, you might want to move just a tad.
Smidge?
There you go.
Okay, there you go. So I'm 9 inches away, 6 inches from the table edge. That is all of my stuff. I have a screen, but I don't think I'm close enough. Oh, actually I am. So this is a shooting phase. Fearsome Battle Cry. What is the bravery on those guys?
Those guys 10.
10. Ah, okay. So I couldn't touch them anyway.
I have a 10 across the board.
Okay, so with my Flayers and my Infernal Courtier, they both have screams, but it goes based on bravery. So since those have 10, that wouldn't do me any good to roll, because I'd roll a dice and then add 1, and then it's a difference in bravery. So against weaker units, it would help me out, but not in this particular case. So I don't have anything else left, so we will go on to Seraphon turn 1.
Okay, so I'm going to start, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Balewind Vortex. Goes off on a 9.
Who's casting it?
Okay.
Him? I think I'm at 30.
Yeah, you're good. Oh, is that your caster?
No, I have 2.
That one's
See,
not.
that one's not, but this
He
is.
was.
Alright, so it goes off on, what is that?
9.
On a 9. Alright, so I get a 10.
Ooh, one thing. Consolation. Okay, I have +1 to my run. Charge it rolls.
Okay. So the Balewind didn't go off there, I got a 10, so I dispelled it.
Okay.
Whew.
I will now summon twice, which gets me 6 summoning points. 1 for the Slan, so that gives me 7, and then D3. So I am at 9 summoning points, because I get D3 for the Aslet Bear. Alright.
So is that an actual spell, or?
Nope, there's nothing you can
It's just this
dispel.
thing?
I
Okay.
give up a spell to do it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to teleport. 3 3, they do teleport.
Beam me up, Scotty. So they gotta be 9 inches out?
Yep, just like a normal, just like what would be a normal deep strike move.
Oh, okay.
Then I'm also going to teleport the skinks. Okay. What does this save?
This duder, he saves on a 4-up, but then I also have the Unholy Vitality on him, so he gets a 5-up, and then he gets his Deathless Minion save.
So he gets a 4, and then a 5, and then a 6?
Yep. So the 4's on regulars, the 5 and the 6's are on regular and mortals. That's a lot of skinks.
2030.
Still a lot of skinks.
Okay. This King Priest is going to try to pop his priestly bubble. Nope, he doesn't. He will plant his standard, and that will be all for my hero phase.
So actually, we're talking about another rule with the bloat toad. So if you kind of want to talk about how I can kill it,
He can't.
aha!
He can try, but he can't. I will let him shoot whatever he wants at it, but he can't do it. It's basically more of just a token showing where the model or where the 2-inch bubble is, basically. So there's no actual model to be killed. Hitting on 3s.
So what are you shooting with what?
I am going to be shooting at that big ugly dragon.
Yep.
Because he's big and ugly.
Big and ugly.
Yes.
He's pretty.
No. Rerolling for the standard. And now needing 5s. It was hitting on 3s because of the fact that I have a pack of 30. If I have a pack of 20, I would only hit on 4s. If I have less than 20, then I'd only hit on 5s.
That's a lot of damage.
Yep.
They're really good. 15.
15?
They're really good if you can get a lot of them. But they used to have a price decrease for having 40 of them, and they decided that the 40% or the 40-point discount was too gross, so they stopped doing that.
All right. So these aren't mortals, right? They're regular.
They're not. They're just regular.
So I'm saving on 4s initially.
Might as well just pluck out your saves because it seems like there's a lot less.
Touche, my friend. Touche. All right. So those are all.
You ain't wrong.
All right. So those are my saves.
Now 5s.
Now 5. Alright,
Both of them.
2. Alright, this could be a bad round for the terror guys. Alright, that's 6s.
Let's hope. It's a bad round for
That's
the
a
terror
bad round
guys.
for the terrorists. 2, 4, 6, 8 wounds. Even with 3 saves. Wow.
Numbers are a thing.
Apparently so. Alright. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okie dokie.
Alright, I am done with my shooting phase, and I am on to charges. Start here. Okay, I don't think that makes it.
Unless you got something extra. You'd be 9 out. That's
I do have a +1, but that's not enough. That's still an 8.
Half inch short.
such is my life. And them,
No comment.
I will use my reroll.
Oh, using your command point?
Yep. 8 inches.
So with the new Age of Sigmar rules, you can use a command point to reroll charges. So that's what he's doing. You get 1 command point at the beginning of each game, unless you have some extra shenanigans that give you more.
You get 1 command point at the beginning of your turn.
Or beginning of the turn, sorry.
Because if you have not gone yet, which some people did not realize, is that if you have not gone yet, you do not have a command point unless you have a formation. If you have a formation, you get 1 command point for each formation you have.
What he said.
Alright, since the other guys did not make it, we will now have... Alright. These guys are all the same. I don't know why I'm grabbing more dice. 4s and 4s. 3.
Saving out 4s. Saving out 1 of them. Saving out 5s. That's both of them.
4 more.
4s. Save 1 of them. 5s. Save none of them. Good one. Save 1. Took 2. Might be a short game for the fair guys today.
We're hoping. Four more.
Alright. See how bad he wants it. Is that all your attacks?
That is all my attacks.
Okay, so 4s. Oh, 2 of them. 5s.
That's 5.
That's a 5. Now we need a 6. We got a 6!
No.
Terrorgeist wants to live!
I beg to differ. He does not want to live. Just go home. Just go home.
Alright, so you got any other shenanigans? Nope, so it's my attack back.
Correct.
Right on. Okay, so he has a whole bunch of things. We're going to start with the King's Glory Talons. So 3 up, 3 ups. Oh, since he's not a hero, or since he's not the general, he gets to reroll ones. 3 ups.
You gotta reroll the 1 to see if it hits before you roll to wound.
Oh, yeah. Let's try that again. So those 3 happened.
Yes.
Now we'll see if this one
We'll
happens.
cut that out in post.
Thank you, sir.
I'm not cutting it out.
Alright, so 2 of them.
Okay.
-1 rend.
Ignore your end.
Oh, that's right.
Made of both.
Okay. Now we're on to the the skeletal claws. 4s.
They are all hits or just...
You know, I screwed up too. So actually, I get 1 extra attack because I forgot I gave him the where is it? Black Hunger. So I get 1 extra attack.
What does Black Hunger do?
It gives him 1 extra attack on all melee weapons.
Okay.
So that one went through. So I got 3 hits. And then wounding on 3s. So 3 of them, check it out. -1 rend, you don't care.
Okay. 2
of them. Alright, they do D3. Okay. So that was 3 total.
Man down.
Right, so then the Fang Maw, 3 plus the 1, so 4. Ooh, good thing. That one's out, but rerolling these 2. Both. Alright, now wounding on 3s, but these are 6s, that matters. So this is 6 mortal wounds.
Can I see that?
And then the 2 didn't go through. Yep.
This is the Fanged Maw?
Yep. the thing that he's looking at is if you roll a 6 on the to wound, it does that many. It does 6 mortal wounds. I killed him. I killed him. He's gonna live. He's gonna live. Maybe.
Okay, priority.
All right. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. And he gets it. All right. Whew. I was sweating there a little bit. So he's gonna heal his D3. Alright, so he gets 3 back.
Make sure he's at 7.
He should be.
7.
2, 4, 6, 7. Yep. And then, because I want him to live, he's gonna drink his chalice. So he gets D6 back. So he gets 3 more for that. That gets him back to 4. Alright, then, that was my one used for that for the game. Then I will do, I'm going to try to cast the spells again. So I'm just going to try to do Black Hunger. Goes off on a 9. Okay. Okay, and then Unholy Vitality. Goes off on an 11.
No.
Ah, bummer. Okay. That's the one I actually needed out of the 2. But hopefully next round. Okay, then, what else do I want to do? Let's do all of our movement, and then we'll be right back. Okie dokie. So, what is the bravery on these guys?
10 across the board.
Oh, everything's 10?
Yes.
Okay, so my screams aren't going to do anything except for that dude, so then positioning isn't going to matter as much. So these guys, let's see. I'm going to fly these guys over here.
Call that home court measuring.
Well, they're actually right up next to him, but I can't sit them there.
Well, I'm just, I'm not saying that, 7 inches is here, but he's there. We won't call that home court measuring.
Well, we'll say that he doesn't get to pile in. How about that? Because actually, I
can get
should have
all
put
the
him
shit
there.
I want.
You can. I'll take it in bucket load, sir. So then let's see here. I'm gonna charge here. Actually, 7. Again, let's see how far 7 gets me.
The worst thing is...
Oh wait, I can reach the slam from there.
My bailwind actually went off.
Oh, did you find other
He gives
rules?
a +1.
What are the other rules?
He gives a +1 to any of my casters within 8.
You had a...
No,
what did you need to go?
rolled a 10. You gotta beat it.
Well, you had a 9 with your extra 1.
No.
Because you had an 8.
I rolled a 9, period. You rolled a 10.
We're going to check that on the replay. We'll be back.
I'm not putting it back up. I'm just saying that I should have...
I was totally kidding. We don't have replay, but it just sounded
there
fun
is
to say.
replay. When I go back, I'm going to post on this and go, Chanza.
Dirty dog. Dirty dog.
We'll call him something other than a dirty dog.
What do you say? Okay, so here. So did it really go off?
Mm-hmm. They
Well,
showed up.
then put it there.
No.
That's the flavor. 6. That might be close.
He's gonna be out.
Yep. You sure?
6? Yes. That's right on the ground.
6.5 is all I
Yes,
need.
but you need to be on my base, not on the movement tray.
I have to be within a half.
Yes.
Oh, see, Marvin's fudging with these movement tray things.
No.
I'm just kidding. He failed. So, alright, so here, I always forget about the movement tray thing. I was gonna do them for my undead, just never got around to it.
Oh, they're so nice.
8.
Somebody got them, and I saw somebody at Nova that had them, and they were 3D printed. That's the way to go.
Does it make a difference?
If they're 3D printed,
Yeah.
they weren't had to be glued like this, so I felt like they're a lot nicer.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because it'd be all one piece.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very cool. I know a guy with a 3D printer.
Yeah.
So 8. Did I hose myself? I think I did. Yeah, I totally hosed myself there. Yeah. Oh. Johnny on the spot ain't getting there. Alright, how about this guy?
Definitely not.
Definitely not. Alright. Well, that isn't the way I wanted that to work out. I don't get support from any of my heroes. Wow, bummer, dude. Okay, so what I want to really die first is going to be that guy.
Okay.
So take 4 attacks each, and then the hero, or not the hero, but the leader dude in there gets an extra one. So these are 4s and 3s, and 6s on it to hit become an automatic mortal one. Ooh, there's a few 6s in there. That's mortal, that's mortal, that's mortal. Didn't get much rest though. Ugh. Okay. So 3s. So 2 of them.
Okay. Failed both, so he's at
So 5 total. And I'll just keep saying it so I don't forget to say it later when I'm playing, but so those are all Ren 1, even though your army doesn't care about Ren. Just so I don't forget in future games.
So my skinks have the ability that in the close combat phase, if they are at any point they've been chosen, they can run out of combat.
Okay, so you're outside of 3 guys. Yeah. Just barely. Turn it. Okie dokie. We're gonna pile in. There. See what I did there? Okay. So 4s and 3s, again 6s are mortals. That's immortal, that's immortal. Looks good. Pretty good roll. 3s, I made up for it there. So 3s. Okay. And 2 mortals.
Yep.
You're not going to pile in with the skinks?
Nope. It's 4 wounds. No rend on any of this stuff. Hits. 1 wound.
Okay. Saving on 5s. None of those save. And then I forget, so did the Deathless minions change as far as Deathless Warriors? It's within 12.
And then 5 more.
So it was 3 the first time, right?
It was 4 the first time.
4 the first time?
4 the first
I failed them, but now I get to reroll my Deathless.
Okay.
Okay, so I took 4. Oops, sorry. Man down!
Man down! Man down!
Alright, so that guy's dead. And then how many this time?
5. 5 with the gold ones. They didn't get this out here.
That's the way it always works. So I'm saving on a 5, so 1 save. 4 failed. That's Deathless. And there's 1 6, so I took 3 more. Okay.
Go pile in.
And usually it's a good idea, I'll just mention something quick, if you have stuff that dies, just kind of set it to the side, sort of buy the units, so remember to take Battle Shock. Everything in my army has Bravery 10, so with that amount of models I'm not going to flee anyway. So it doesn't really matter to roll Battle Shock. But if you have stuff that has lower Bravery, you want to make sure you set it kind of by there so you remember to take it.
4s. And 3s. 5 minus 1.
Which one? What are you talking about this time?
Slon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
6 attacks. 4s and 3s.
5 with minus
-1.
1?
Yep.
So I'm getting 6s. No, I'm not. Alright, 6s. Any this time? No, I'm not. So I take 5. So we'll go with the guy that wasn't supposed to be there to start with.
Oh, he piled in.
And then that guy takes 1.
I think your combats are all done, so I just have
Yep.
mine. So gold will be the picks, or it'll be the regular. This will be the jaws. All hit.
Which thing is this with?
Yeah, that's for the last guy to go.
Oh, okay. Didn't he just go?
Nope.
Oh, the other
Slot.
duder. Okay.
Yep.
What is he? What's his range?
His?
Yeah.
You were within 3.
Yeah.
And then I have, I believe it's a 2-inch range with him.
Oh no, you're totally in there. I'm just curious.
No, I have a 3-inch
Because I didn't see
range.
him there.
Actually, I don't even have to move. I have a 3-inch range.
It's not gonna matter anyway, because technically I'm really up on the rim.
Yep.
I just couldn't fit them there.
Yeah, no, and then I have 2 minus 1, 1 regular.
Alright, so these are the minus 1s, so 6s. Those aren't 6s, so I'll take my Deathless. So I'll take 2 more.
And then 1 regular
and
save.
1 regular. Okay, so 5, nope. And 6, nope. So that guy's dead. Killing them in droves. Okie dokie. I think that is all of the stuff for that turn. So then it would be on to your turn, sir.
Yep. Alright, so starting Balewind. 6.
9.
Okay.
Even with your extras, I think that goes away.
Yep. So then he'll summon
What would all your extras be, though?
just +1.
Oh, okay.
I didn't roll to give myself any extras. 6, 8, 9. So I'm at 18.
Oh man, you know what? I messed up over there. I should have used my command point to reroll my charge. I gotta remember that for next time. That's long in the wind, but I'm telling myself for the
He'll
next time.
plant. I will teleport. Well, hold on. He'll plant. He'll bubble. Nope, he doesn't. And let's see. They will teleport. They can run, or they can move after they teleport. On a 5/6 now, when I teleport, because it used to be just 6s, I now move as well as teleport.
Oh, very cool.
Okay, now I will be doing my summoning. I have 18 total points, which actually isn't much compared to what I should have. But so I'm going to be summoning on a unit of Ripperdactyls, which is 12 points. And then I will summon on a pack of 10 Skinks as well to come along for the ride.
Okay, so I don't know if you caught the thing at the beginning, but the clarification there that we came up with is I actually have to have a model within 6 inches of at the end of a game turn, not just at the end of my turn. So by the end of his turn, then if I'm still there, then I will win. But chances of that happening won't be there because I only have one model there. He's going to kill him. But that's the clarification there. So if you're watching it and kind of go, hey, wait, didn't he already win? I didn't already win.
Alright, so I'm going to go to my shooting. We're going to start the Skinks on that ugly dragon.
But I already did use my chalice, which allows me to bring back extra wounds. So
You brought back quite a few.
yeah, so total I get 6 wounds back out of the stuff you killed on me last time. It's looking a little better for me this time.
No, this is just the rerolls to hit.
Oh, it's not looking better for me this time. What do they hit on ones?
They hit on 2s, but because the Astrolith arrow is planted, they get to reroll hits.
Ugh. Yeah, when you struggle to pick up dice with both hands, that's a thing.
I got baby hand. Leave it alone.
Anything over 10 dice, he needs help rolling.
It's true. Only 10 this time.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens here.
What you
But
need.
you don't get your 5 up, sucker.
That's right. Alright, so 4 up. That's 6 up. Yeah, that's not good. 2, 4, 6. I'm right back to where I was. 2, 4, 6.
D3 shots here. 1. Hit. Wound. -1.
You go on
This one.
that guy? Alright. So, you 6. That's not a 6. I don't think I get my deathless. I'm outside of 12. So, he takes 1.
10 shots. 5.
Almost
Fives.
2.
Yep. Same guy. 1.
And your end?
No.
So 5. This one.
Okay. That's all shooting. Charges. 11.
So basically, we can get wherever I want.
Killed our brothers, now you must die.
He'll charge. Okay. Over there again.
Okay.
4s. 4s. 3. No run.
2 and a 4. And 2 of them. And deathless. So it takes 1.
Getting there.
Yep. Just gotta make it through the round.
8 more.
Fours. Sixes. I get 1 out of that, so I get 2. Double count here. Pretty sure he's gonna eat dirt here.
9 more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
11.
There, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I knew it was close. 12, 13.
9 more.
Okay, we'll see what happens. You'll bet he
more
wants to win the
4-ups.
game. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I need to roll 4, 6. Hey, look at that! There's not 4 6s.
Nor should there be.
So boom! So everything within, I think 6 inches, or I'd have to read. But anyway, it's gonna be those guys. Pops, leave my island, dude. Does D3 mortal wounds.
Is he effectively a vehicle similar to 40k blowing up?
Pretty much within 3 inches. So it's gonna get those guys, this guy, and that guy. So I'll start here, D3. So of course, takes 3 of them.
Oh, it is friend or foe. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll roll to see what happens, and then I'll go back and roll my saves. So here, it takes 1, and then you. Haha, 3. All right. So now I'll roll my saves here. So tip still takes 3, and mortals, yeah. So then here 1. So I'll still take it. So yep.
Your attacks, or
I'm gonna go with my terror. Oh, wait, no, I'm not. How many was this guy got on?
5.
How many has he got left?
He hasn't been touched.
I hit him before.
You didn't.
You did.
Skip.
Yeah, I did.
No, not this guy.
Oh,
This guy.
yeah.
Whoever was there last time.
Yes, it's not there this time.
Okay, let's see here.
You can put that in the edit.
We might leave that in. Anyway, where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? If I pile in there, I'm only going to get 1 dude. Actually, I'm outside of range because you're gone.
Nope, we're still in.
Are we still there?
Yep,
Okay.
that's why I made sure, honestly. Otherwise, I would have pulled that guy. Because I want to tie them up for next turn, and you can only attack with 1 rather than all of them.
Yeah, still might just go, nah, and leave it alone. He's not on the board anymore, we'll take him on. Alright, so since there's only 1 guy there, he has 5 wounds, this guy right here. There's no way that I could kill him,
Yes,
otherwise I would attack
You'd
him.
have to hit and wound with everything.
He has 5,
and you have 5.
and I only
That's
have
your,
4.
he has 5. That's your leader guy.
No, that's...
You took your leader guy off?
I must have.
I believe your generals are the ones that were falling behind.
No. So the leader of his,
Yeah, that's
of
just
his
a chunk.
packs.
Yeah, this is the leader.
Leader
right
of his packs had 5 attacks rather than 4.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. This is my leader right here.
Oh, okay.
He's dead. I went just in order, which was stupid of me, but that's what I did. So he only has 4 attacks, so I can't kill you even if I wanted to. So I'm just going to leave him in there, and we'll get his attacks in later, but it's not going to help me to do anything.
Sorry, he actually does only have 4 wounds.
Oh, well then that changes it. So I actually am going to go against him then. So all of these need to go through, though. Oh, cool. So that's immortal. And then nothing. He talked me into it. See, I knew he did that on purpose.
I did not want you to punch him in the face.
Take that!
Okay. 4s. Two.
So you're going with
These guys.
these guys? Okay.
These guys are done, so there's no reason.
So 2 of them?
Yep.
Okay, so 5. Yep, that's the same. And then Deathless. So it takes 1.
2 more.
So this guy's dead. Okay, 2 more you said?
Yep.
So 5. That's 6. Nope, so it takes 1.
And 4 more.
Okay. Ugh. Come on, guys. You gotta want it. You gotta want it. Get 2 6s. And I don't get 2 6s. So they're dead. Fly away.
So you have those guys left.
Yep, and I'm gonna choose not to pile in. Or do you have to now? Is it a thing?
I don't believe you have to pile in, but here's the...
We're gonna look up a rule. We'll be right back. It's now looking good for the flesh eater cords.
So why couldn't you have brought another one on?
Well, there's an ability. Yeah, I didn't take that ability.
Because it's on his card.
Well, no, I brought in 1 extra unit.
Which was the first turn. You could have brought in another one his second turn.
No,
per command.
it's just 1 per game.
Can I look at the thing?
Yeah, it's 1 per game per dude. It's if it's not on there, it's in. There's a FAQ for the flesh eater cords, and it does say if it hasn't been already done in the game, basically.
So effectively, if he doesn't kill your guy, you win.
Yep.
How does he have another shooting attack phase or?
No, I still have. He has
He's got the
attacks
big,
over here if he chooses.
Yeah, but you got the big fat guy too.
Yeah, I have the little guy and the big fat guy.
Yeah. So basically, I gotta roll a bunch of saves.
So I don't have. So we'll start with this line. Oh, you gotta go.
Yeah.
No, so I'm gonna choose not to pile in.
Okay. What is your reasoning behind that?
Well, if I pile in, then I potentially am going to take more attacks back if I don't get the next turn.
Here's the deal. So, okay.
Right, but what it's going to do is pull me away from here, and my goal is I need to get there.
Correct, but right now those guys are not going to be because. Well, I mean, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another.
It's just gonna pull me 3 inches this way.
Yeah, but they move fast enough. 12 inches. 12 inches from that base is right here. The chance to take down at least 1 more of these.
But if you double turn me.
Correct.
Right. If you double turn me.
If you double turn me, it doesn't matter because I'm going to be close enough to tie you up and shoot the shit out of you anyways.
Well, right. But what I'm saying is so if you double turn me, it's pretty much game over because you would definitely go here. And at this point, I would pile on an attack if I was you plus shoot. Because I know I have.
These guys are actually. If I were to double turn, these guys would move here and shoot this. That's going to charge there.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Well, but you just told me that.
Yep.
I wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
So my goal is to get there. If I go over here and you double turn me, you're gonna pile in there in my mind, and then I'm screwed. There's no way I can get out of there. So.
See, I guess I look at it this way because of the retreat rules. You can always get out of the combat in your move.
But it pulls me 3 inches more that way. So.
Again, it's your fly plus a run.
Right, but if I roll a crappy run. Which I did.
Well, here's the deal. Even 13 inches from there puts you on top of the pyramid. I'm not saying you should do it. I would, but that's me. Because killing more models is always a good thing, especially when you're that close to bloat toads, because if I do double you, these things are coming this way.
Oh, yeah.
That's just...
Were you recording all of that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, he talked me into it. I'm going to pile in over here.
I'm more on Chad's side of this argument. I would have just moved my guys to the middle.
But he can't.
To
because they were close enough that they didn't have the option of...
I can't just move away?
Yeah, he has to do what's called a retreat. Because they were already locked within a 3-inch bubble.
Yeah.
That's why I measured that, because otherwise, when I pulled my strategy, if they would have been too far away, I would have pulled this guy instead of this guy.
Gotcha.
Because I wanted them locked to make him have to do that.
So, that's just a regular dude. Hanging out there. So, no 6s. And 2 of them. -1 run, not that it matters.
1.
Okay. That was totally worth it. Totally.
Totally wasn't not worth it. Alright, so we're going to start 3 attacks from the priest. 2 won't hit. 1 wound, -1.
Okay. Doesn't care. That was actually a 6.
Pretty sure it's 3s and 3s, but let me verify. He might be 4s and 3s. He is 4s and 3s. And 3s. 5.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright.
You were so brave.
Alright. So we're ready, dude. So that is the end of that turn. We're gonna roll for a priority. Makes a huge difference. If he double turns me, it's pretty much game over for me. If you get a 1, can you be 1? It's not a 1. Alright, so looking at the board, since I need to get within 6 of here, he's going to double turn me. Chances are I'm not going to make it through the round just with what I have on the table.
Well, that will live.
Well,
That might.
it might not live because it already has 3
I can't
on
shoot
it.
it.
Why can't you shoot it?
Because by moving here, you lock them to only be allowed to shoot there unless I teleport them
Oh,
out.
yeah. But you can teleport
I can
out
teleport
there.
them out. I'm just saying that's another reason why you would do that. Is technically they can only shoot here now.
But with your teleport thing, that kind of negates that, right?
It can. If I roll a 1 or 2, they're done. They cannot move.
Okay, so let's...
There is still...
Alright, so let's do the things that would make a difference.
Okay.
So if you roll a 1 or 2, so go ahead and on those guys to see what happens. So that's not a 1 or 2, so they can
They
teleport.
Yep.
So back to what I was saying then, since they can actually get out of there, with what I got on the table, I don't think I can get there and sustain. There's just not enough for me to do that.
Well, here's
so.
the deal: is if one of your guys can live, you can still win. Okay, and the reason why is, remember we said you have to have it at the end of the turn?
Right.
So, let's say this guy lives, because I think they have 5 or 6 wounds.
These dudes, I think, have those courtiers, they have 6.
So if you were to roll a 3, that would put you on the base here at the end of the turn, which is what we agreed would be the winning.
Well, it'd be 6
criteria.
inches of the stone. So is the I didn't measure it out, but is that from the
So-
base?
If you're right here, that's 6 inches of the stone. That puts you roughly. You need a 4-inch run move.
Okay.
I'm not.
No, we can play it out, but I'm looking at it going, this is kind of bleak.
It's iffy.
It's bleak.
I will give you. It is.
So let's do this. Let's just go ahead and do your turn and see what happens with the
Okay.
shooting. Because if you wipe some things, then it really will make a difference.
Because actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I think they're actually going to stay there.
Ah! Okay, he's trying to be nice to me now.
Nope. No, not at all.
If you know Marvin, you know he's not trying to be nice to me.
So summons up 3 times, which is 9. 10 for Slan, D3. So I'm at 13. So this guy's going to try to teleport. He is not. He will bubble then. He will not. Alright, good face, guys. They'll try to teleport. Okay. We'll call this an ineffective hero phase for me.
Hey, it's looking just fine for me.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to shoot here. He's planted again. We're going to shoot here. Movement, so for that. Bloat toad. 2 inches. That's what I needed.
with invasions, there's usually more reinforcements.
It's true.
The Flesh Eater Curse did not plan this well.
Small hands.
Huh?
Them small hands.
Baby hands. Leave me alone.
That's not looking terribly bad.
It's 11.
Total? Done?
11 total.
Alright. Do here. Oopsies. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Alright. Any red?
None.
None? Alright, so 5s. Alright. 6s. 5.
D3.
And you were going on these guys, right?
Yep.
Okay. So 1 goes away, and then well, I'll say 3 on here, and then 2 would wind up on that guy. So actually, I gotta do it the other way.
2 minus 1.
Sorry, 2 minus 1.
2 minus 1.
So 6s. One of them takes 1. Okay.
Okay. Charge moves. There it is.
You gonna make it on a 9?
Yeah.
You get a +1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go on.
Take your fear test.
Have a fear test.
Oh wait, that's 8th edition.
Let's see what his output is.
It's pretty good. It's not terrible.
One. Super.
Cool. No rend, any rend?
Nope, no round.
4 out. Don't care.
Six more. No rend.
That's pretty good.
I couldn't get any of my mortal wounds to go off.
So it takes 2. Okay. Me?
Mm-hmm.
Is it me? Is it me? I get to do things? Okay, well, you went over here, so I'm gonna go over there. We will pile in this way. Take those with you. Alright, I'm gonna do 4 on the skinks. Actually, I can go like this with that guy too. Just enough.
You gotta go move closer to the unit that you're
I did.
closest to.
Scooch him right on the base.
If you're touching?
I am touching now.
Okay.
I wasn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't josh ya. That's my regular dude. He's like a fool. I pulled off my hero again.
And you still gotta go off of after those guys. Because if you're touching, you have to attack them.
Where's that rule?
That's what I was. Let me look, because that's the way I was informed this weekend, and I'm like, I didn't think.
I've never seen that rule.
We're
We're going
gonna
for rule. We'll be right back. Alright, so we looked up that rule, and you do not have to attack the guy that you're touching bases with. You can go with anybody within your range of your melee weapon.
You got 9 attacks.
Nope, I got 8 attacks. So I don't have my hero, or the leader dude. So 4s. Hoping for 6s. I got 1 6. And that's not a 4. That's not a 4. And 3s. So 3 of them, minus 1 rend, don't take care, and then 1 mortal.
So 3 total.
Sweet! I killed some skinks! It's actually a big deal because it takes away from his extra shooty thing, right?
My what? Yes. Once I go below 30, then I only hit on 4s compared to 3s.
Yeah, buddy! Okay, it's to you.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, doing good here.
Back to Opener.
5. Let's have at it. And this dude is 4s and 3s, mortals and 6s. There are no mortals. 3s. And 8. 1.
Take it.
Cool. I do the courtier, that's 2 damage.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's all of it, right?
Yep, and then I just got over here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Fours and 4s. 1.
Okay. Any range?
Nope.
Nope. 7 and 5. He's fine.
5 more.
Uh-oh. In the third corner here. Save 2 of them. And spin 12, so these are deathless. So it takes 2. So it just gets hit. 6 more. 1 goes on the other end. 6 more? 6 more. 6. Come on! Yes, I got a 6. Doesn't matter. He's still dead. Dang it. That was actually a really important roll.
I think you can still do it. I think you can still do this.
Well, it was an important roll because if he didn't actually die, in my hero phase, I roll 6 dice, and on a 5 or 6, I get to bring guys back.
Oh.
But if the unit's wiped,
Your hero phase.
is it now? I don't feel like a hero. So Black Hunger. He's gonna put Black Hunger on that dude. Actually, he's just as close. He has fewer wounds. He's gonna put it on himself. Black Hunger. It goes off on a 7 plus 1, so it's an 8. Okay, so it goes off. Sweet. Black Hunger. Where's my thing? Did I leave it over here? It's been hiding out underneath there the whole time. Alright, goes on him. Then, he's gonna run. Not very far. Let's see. 13. Can't go there. Let's go right. You did it on purpose.
Sure as shit did.
I get room. See. Of course. So I kind of did pose myself there. Okay. And since I ran, I can't shoot. Not that it would matter, because those guys can't do it anyway. So, now it's back to you, sir.
Okay, no, it goes to priority.
Well, yeah. I'm wishing it away already, apparently. Ah, it's a 6! It can happen, folks! You talked me into sticking around, and I did.
He's only got to last through the turn.
Alright, so he's going to try to cast the Black Hunger again. Goes off on a 9 plus 1, so it's 10.
Yep.
Alright, sweet. So he's got that. Movement. Let's see here. Can I even get in the middle of this? 3. Where's this guy base? So it's from the base, right?
Yep. Here, I can move it back.
So actually this spot right here is the only spot I could get.
Yeah, you're good there. Right there, you're good.
Alright. So then this duder, because of the distance, or do I want to charge that guy? Has he got one on him or he got one left?
Got one on him.
Okay.
You did one wound to him. Remember, because he had 4.
Yep.
And you ineffectively swung at him.
We're going to move right there. Alright, so we're going to do charges. 9, so I can effectively go whoever I want. We're going to go after this little duder here. And then the other charge. 11. That's tempting actually to go after the big dude. How many wounds the big dude got on?
7.
7. Well, I couldn't kill him if I wanted to. Well, potentially. With 5 attacks, mortals on that statistically is not in my favor.
Statistically, it says no.
Right.
But
But
say maybe.
But if I go here, we can definitely get rid of that little guy.
He's just a little guy. I don't know why you won't do anything mean to him.
There, and there. Okay,
So violent.
I'm gonna go with this guy first. Add 1 to the attacks, so that's my general. 2, 4, 6. 4s and 3s. I'm hoping for 6s. 1, 6. So that's 2 mortal wounds.
Yep.
That is my general, so I don't get to reroll the 1s. 3s. So 2 more of them. Saved them both.
Made them both.
Darn it. Okay. So you?
He's gonna go here.
I thought you might.
$50 cents, one of those. 4 minus 1.
4 minus 1, so I need 6s. So none of those are 6s. Still need 6s. So I got 1 of them. Take 3, so he's definitely dead. That's just enough. He's got 6 wounds. So yeah, that's just enough.
Priest. 1 minus 1.
Don't care.
Man alone, betrayed by the country he loves.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll it out?
Might as well.
Because I'm gonna shoot the bejesus out of that.
We made it this far.
We've come this far. We've come
Might
too
as well
far.
go to the end.
Alright,
He's got 4 wounds left.
he's gonna summon. Astral Repair is still there, so that's 10. 11. So puts me at 23. 24, and it really would have been over because I would have summoned a Carnosaur.
Does it say summon? Can I dispel it?
No.
No.
Summoning points. I don't summon. Nobody summons the way that they used to anymore, where you could actually roll and stop it. It's just so many points, and then you're just like, oh look, here they are.
Oh.
1 more point, and I would have been able to summon a Carnosaur.
Do you have a Carnosaur? Silly question.
Just for these occasions.
Yeah, look at that pretty guy.
Cyrus Oldblood on Carnosaur.
Very nice.
My favorite thing to do at Nova was like, because normally I got the bail one off, so I would get at least 11 points in the first round. On the bail win, he cast 4 times, so that's 4 times 3, so he's getting at least 14. So second turn, here's the SARS. Hello.
So when he's mentioning Nova, that was actually a big tournament that was last weekend that he went to.
Bubble. Jesus Christ, it hasn't gone off once. Easy to plant. And that's all my... that.
Looks like it did at the beginning for his side of the table. Not so much for me.
Only because I got to bring those guys back. 140 points is a big deal. Shooting. So you killed 3, so we're at 27. 10. If I'm close to 16, that'll measure.
Alright. That way.
It's not looking good for the home team. Oh, wait a second. I'm the home team right now. Because he attacked my temple. Which is also why I got reinforcements.
We'll teach him.
Baby hands. What does that say about Chad losing to a guy with baby hands?
I don't know. This is bleak.
It's not that bleak. 5.
Really? I thought you were picking up the ones you got me with.
No!
No, I don't feel so bad. Alright!
That's significantly worse than I've rolled every other time so far.
Is that any rent?
No.
Alright, so 5s. So save 2 of them. 6s. Saved 1 of them. So he takes 2 more.
Okay, priest. 2 shots. Hit. 2 wounds, -1.
Alright, so I need 6s. Those aren't 6s. This could be it, folks. 6s. I got a 6. He lives.
Bang.
He's got 1 left.
Charges. Flyers.
What, you don't think that Star Priest can do it on his own?
He's got this guy backing him up.
He's like, oh yeah, check out my friend.
We're in the jungle, boss. Alright, those guys first. Just to make you make saves. 1.
Really? Just 1?
For the start.
I know. Alright. 6. That's not a 6. He's dead!
I didn't even need to get to the second set.
Dead. Alright, good game, sir.
Game.
Alright, so as you can see, Marvin pretty much tabled me, and by tabled, I mean killed all of my guys. That will teach the flesh eater courts to invade his territory.
Let's be honest though, thankfully they were already dead.
That is true. That
Can't
is true.
kill something that's already dead.
They'll be back.
I know.
There'll be more. Yeah, that was a fun game. Like we mentioned, I don't know if you caught the clarification, but when I said at the beginning, at the end of my turn, it was really at the end of a
game turn.
A game turn. So my turn plus his turn. And as you can see, that didn't happen. I got pretty close. I stuck around just to see if I could do it. I didn't even think I could do it like 2 rounds earlier, to be honest. It was looking bleak for me then. But I played it out. If I would have got lucky there and he would have stuck around a little longer, you never know. It could have been a little different deal, but...
Saves.
Saves, yeah.
Failing that one spell. on your 11 to my 12, that was a big deal because that stopped the terror guys from staying around.
Yeah.
Because that additional 5 up on 10 wounds would have been a big deal.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, he might still be sticking around. Even though I had already drank the chalice to give him back the healing, he gets D3 at the beginning of every turn. And like I said over here, if I wouldn't have lost that last guy, I lost him by 1 wound. I could have brought 2 more back.
Yep.
With the ability from the hero that was by him, but none of that happened.
Dice.
Yeah, dice. It's a thing. So I don't know. What's your take in general? What do you think?
Terrorgeists are gross. You gotta kill them first. Your army's very fast. I think the big thing is in a different scenario, you'd be better off because I was able to turtle up a little bit. So I didn't have to worry about playing across the board.
Oh, sure.
But overall, it's a very hard-hitting, fast army, but it's low model count, so if you can start taking whole units, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
And against the new summoning rules, it's definitely hard. The summoning armies, I think, are probably the best armies that are out there right now because of the fact that you started 1,000 points. Well, I summoned 100 and 200 points of free models.
Well, I did bring on the 1 free unit of flares.
Yeah, but you get 1 the whole game. If I wanted to, I could have brought on my values. I had 23 points at turn 4. If I had wanted to, I was 1 point from being a Saurus Oldblood, Carnosaur, an Engine of the Gods itself, a Bastiladon. Any of those things come on for free. And if I do that, that's basically 500 points up.
Yeah. Well, and the other mechanic, which I didn't get to use in this game just because my units got wiped, but the replenishing units of flares is definitely a thing within 10 inches of the hero. I didn't get to do it either time because the units got wiped when they took damage. But that is actually my other summoning mechanic that I just didn't get to do. In a 2,000 point game, it's definitely different with Flesh Eater Courts because you're running bigger units of flayers.
Yep.
So somebody has to chew through a whole unit of 6 guys.
Yep, and that's a thing.
And so then you just roll 6 dice and potentially bring 2 or 3 right back. So it's just different in a 2,000 point game.
The summoning mechanic is definitely something I'm not sure if I'm a fan of at this point.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't like it when they did it to 40k when stuff came on for free, and I feel that they made that mistake with this, and we'll see how it plays out. But if you look at the armies that were at Nova, the top armies were all summoning armies, whether they were Zeech, Nagash, whatever. They were all people that brought stuff back. I mean, we'll see how how it plays out overall, but right now I think the summoning armies are the most powerful, and Flesh Eater's Courts can be because of that ability to bring things back, but
yeah,
gotta wait and see how it all plays out.
Yeah, and as far as Age of Sigmar 2.0, the only mechanic I didn't really like that changed is the shooting. You have to shoot the stuff you're in combat with. I just feel like you should be able to realistically, if you have a larger unit, you're not going to let somebody just sit behind you. Especially if, say for instance, these guys are only tied up in the front half. Why couldn't you shoot the other half with something behind it? I understand why they didn't try to split it out that way.
For game mechanics wise, but yeah.
It would have been, it would just added a whole different depth if they said whoever's actually physically touching, those guys can't shoot, everybody else can shoot wherever. That was the only mechanic that just didn't make that much sense to me. But I think that's more of a carryover again from 40k. Because when they made 40k similar to Age of Sigmar, a lot of those guys came over and started playing Age of Sigmar, and in the stores where I play and stuff, that was one of the complaints I heard like right away as the shooting mechanic in Age of Sigmar. So I'm pretty sure that's why they tweaked the rule when they did. It's not terrible, it's just not a rule I'm a fan of.
Well,
so.
and I hate when you make that big of a change in a new edition because it's just one more thing. The changes are minuscule, but at the same time a big deal. Like the priority turn, that's a big deal to me. The fact that whoever has priority, if you tie, there's no longer reroll. It just automatically goes the person that had priority.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and the person that has the 1 drop actually gets a bonus out of that. I mean, because of that. So again, the 1 drop thing becomes even a bigger deal than it already was, because it potentially allows them to get first turn.
And the meta, in the cities here, in the Twin Cities here, is it goes towards that more 1 drop and whatnot.
Yeah.
I didn't see it as much on the coasts, But I honestly feel with the new priority rules, I feel like that'll change. Because that ability to, if I roll a 6, you can't even tie me to make me go to priority again, is a big deal, because I used that to my advantage numerous times last weekend.
Sure. Yeah, and with the Flesh Eater Courts, you know, they have some different battalions, but because it's a low model count, I'm always kind of reluctant to take away points from models I would already have on the table to take any sort of battalions or extra things, so I tend to just put that the points into actually models on the table.
I found some of the formations are definitely worth it. So like my format, the stuff that I play at tournaments is I play 2,000 points, I run the Dracothian Tail, and then the Firelance Star Host, because the Firelance is 150 points, but it includes 3 sets of 5 packs of the Saurus Knights and then 1 Scar Veteran on Cold One. What that does is on any 6s to hits with their weapons, it does 2 mortals besides their regular wound.
Oh, ouch.
So that can be, if 5-pack hitting you can be quite a mortal wound output. I mean, not the way I rolled today, because I didn't do any, but it's a matter of it's there and it scares people.
You did just fine.
Yeah. But then the other thing is that with the Dracothian Tail, what I can do is I actually keep half my units off the board, and that's an 80-point formation that includes the Star Lance, so it makes me a 1-drop. But then what that allows me to do is keep half my models off the board, and I just summon them on for free in the first turn.
Oh, okay.
So basically it gives me that ability to kind of set up a small battle host there, and then adjust and go, okay, he set up more here, he set up more here, or depending on the scenario, I can go, you know what, this is over here, so I can do this.
So does that summon off of the heroes, though?
It summons off of the Slann.
Okay. So that somebody could potentially snipe your hero? No.
Yes. Well, because I'm a 1-drop, you have to go before me.
Okay.
So the chances of you doing that are hard. And then with the additional -1 that you have to hit me, because I'm a character, and I always make sure that I have something around to give me that -1.
So if we both have 1-drops, though, then you still do roll for priority, right?
No.
Or does it go based on the amount of models then?
No, it goes, so if you're both 1-drops, you drop all your stuff, I drop all my stuff, you automatically go first if you so choose. Just like always. There's no priority roll at the beginning. It's whoever rolled to set up first.
Ah, okay.
That's basically the priority roll.
See, I've never personally ran a 1-drop list, so I'm not super familiar with the game mechanics. Usually when people
Yep, it's whoever
have a 1-drop, I just kind of smile and go, oh, okay.
I'll go second.
And then I just let them start setting up their things after I put my 1 unit down, because I actually make sure I wait until they set everything up, because then I can see where to put things.
Correct. And that's why I like that 80-point formation that I use, is because you only get to see where half my stuff is.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And plus, I also reset my battle line, because I might be right on the line, but my summoning allows me to actually summon farther out. Because I had to stay outside of that 9 inches from you. Right. It allows me to be that 9 inches. Whereas the other part of the formation, the Fire Lance, that adds 3 to my charge rolls. So like in this one, I had by Constellation that added 1 to my charge rolls. With that formation, I'm actually at a +4. Okay. So if I set it at 9, I only need a 5 to get you.
All right.
So I always look at the formations, but you got to make sure it's a formation that's going to work for you and how you play.
Sure.
I play very aggressive, which is also why I like to be able to summon stuff, because my stuff dies quickly.
Well, you end up with a lot of it on the table, though, with the summoning, so that kind of plays in it quite good. And I really like the Toad mechanic. That's pretty fun.
I actually had to change my list, because originally I didn't have the Ripperdactyls in there. The bloat total only goes out there if you have Ripperdactyls in your list originally.
Oh, okay.
So if you just summon them on, like with the Engine of the Gods or something like that,
then you don't get the toad.
Does not come out. At which point you're only rolling 1 beak attack, so it's not as good.
Sure. Yeah, but with it in your list originally, I do like that mechanic. That's just kind of a fun little thing. Adds a little flavor.
He's a little annoying little bastard.
It's definitely fun. He's so cute. So I don't know. That pretty much sums it up for me. What do you think?
I think it was a fun game, and it's definitely... Flesh Eater Courts are a thing to watch.
Yeah, they're fun. I enjoy playing them. My 2,000 point list is literally just double of what you just saw. But I bubble up one of the units to make it a 6-pack.
Yep.
And then usually what I do with that 6-pack is that's the one I put Black Hunger, Unholy Vitality, and I run that thing up there and say, okay, try to kill it. And then when people spend a whole bunch of their models doing that, then I say, oh, okay, now I have 4 courtiers on the table. So I just start rolling dice. Oh, hey, look, they're all back. Sorry.
Well, and your screams with a lot of your stuff would be much better if you weren't playing Seraphon.
Right. Yeah, that's the other thing, is that everything that army screams, the only thing in this one with Bravery 10 that could do anything would be the Terrorgeist. There's an adjustment I could have done. I could put the Grim Garland on the Terrorgeist, and then anything within 3 inches of the Terrorgeist is -2 to your Bravery. So then it would have dropped everything down to an 8. It wouldn't have actually helped me with the other screams, but then it would have made the Terrorgeist potentially be able to, do something with that scream.
But that chalice, I think, is nice on him to keep him alive in the fight.
Yeah, if you throw the Unholy Vitality, the Black Hunger, and the chalice on him, that's actually the fastest I've ever seen him go off the board. But you just went poof with everything, knowing that that's the thing that needed to go away. So. Well,
that's the other bright spot about formations, is that you get the extra artifacts.
Yeah.
1 for each formation. So.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that. It's hard, like I said, with that low model count in that army, to sacrifice points versus models for extra bonuses. I just haven't looked at it enough to see if it's worth it.
See, I think I'd almost run what you have there as what it is, and then maybe run 1,000 points of some chaff and stuff like that, and use those as hard hitters, because with your mortal wound output. But it's a matter of if it plays to your playstyle. And do you enjoy it?
The thing is with the Flesh Eater courses, you can have lots of... I could spam the table with ghouls, but they die quicker, and the output versus the mobility isn't really there. Where these guys, I can literally, if I don't like where I am, I can pick up and just move everything to the other side of the table.
See, I think...
With the ghouls, they're stuck basically where they are.
I would look at least one big pack of ghouls, just for objective holding.
Yeah. Well, and in playing games that have objectives, which I haven't been playing a lot lately, that's why I switched to this list, I would run packs of ghouls. I don't like them, though, because they're just slow.
Yeah, they basically put them on an objective and they sit, which is then almost a waste of points. Because they can't shoot, they can't do anything. That's the nice thing about the skinks, is I can put them on an objective and they can still shoot.
Yeah. Well, and you can teleport around, too, so if you don't like where they are, you're just like, I'm out of here. Yeah. The ghouls, like I said, you plop them down and they move so slow, they're just stuck. So, but yeah, that pretty much sums it up for this game. So again, just want to say thanks to Marvin for coming by and playing with us. If you got any questions, just go ahead and shoot us an email. Again, check out the link below for the Renegade tournament. And we'll give another shout out to
Lords of War.
Lords of War. And then also, if you're interested in any terrain, definitely contact us for that. I do custom terrain, and we do commissions as far as painting armies and things like that too. So just send me an email and we can talk about that. And if you like the channel, make sure to like and subscribe, and then make some comments down below. Thanks.